Miriam.
Yep.
So we're just gonna do like normal trade rules here. So just kind of basic like cheap. So you did kind of 2 different supply runs, so we'll do this twice. First, let the players find a deal for some goods. Blah blah blah. Cheap bulk goods, which is pretty much what you've got.
Yep.
At base, you'd be getting 2d6 times 10 credits per ton of cargo. How much cargo can this ship hold? You've got extra cargo base, haven't you?
Like a lot.
I mean, a lot in tonnage. Yes. So let's see.
We also have like 15 tons of just scav space, not scav smuggler space.
2 mass in cargo space and 1 extra mass in smuggling.
In a smuggling hold. Okay, so what is that? Because it asks for per ton, I imagine it has some sort of conversion here.
Where is that?
Cargo space or master ton. Where's the ship stuff?
To the Googles!
Building a starship. Here we go. Ship's locker, system drive. So, each installation of a smuggler's hold gives 2 tons. And each installation of a cargo hold
2 tons
gives.
Wait.
Remember, it's for each. The different ships have different sizes for their things as well.
I know.
This is a frigate, right?
Just making sure.
This is. I think this is.
Yeah, this is a frigate.
Each is 20 tons. Then
20 tons. So you have
22 tons.
42.
No, 42 tons.
42 tons of cargo.
Yeah.
So it's 2d6 times 10 times 42 for each run. So do that twice.
Roll 2d6. 10. 11.
Cool. So for the first one, so 2d6 times 10 is 100, times 26 is 46, 42 even, is 4,200 for the first run. And the second run is more complicated maths.
Yeah, math.
42,000
times 42 is 46,020 credits. 4,600. Wow, I said the wrong thing.
Okay.
4,620 credits for the second.
Yep. So goods from Dorn to Odessa, 4,200. Goods from Odessa to Mars, 4,620.
Yep.
Passenger from Mars to Galatea, 6,000.
Yep. Done.
So 15,000 credits.
Oh, well, I'm. It's 8.
That was very wrong.
8 times 6, which is.
You've got 14 total for everything. You've got 14,000. 14. 14.
8,820 credits.
For the cargo, and then
for all of the cargo.
Plus 6,000 for the job.
Not bad.
So 1482.
Yeah, 1482. Yeah, 14,800.
Are we just splitting that 4 ways?
Maybe. We'll see what happens when we get to Galatea. But yes, assuming we get there, we'll split it mostly 2 for 2, and we'll put some in the ship account.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying like 4 ways, like 3,007 in the ship, and then the rest are split between us. Or even if, whatever, we'll figure it out later.
That is assuming we get there.
Yeah. Well, no, that's just to get to Earth. Like, this is what we've made to get to Earth.
No, it's...
Yeah, because we did a supply run from Dawn to the other planet, then from that other planet to here. and then we're shipping food from Sol or Mars to Tarkar.
You're not really shipping enough to make money there. They asked you not to.
Yeah,
Right.
we're
Okay.
not shipping anything other than the passenger.
Well, it's okay. We've still made this money now, though, right?
You've made 8,820.
Yeah.
The 6,000 is still.
Oh, it's not. The 6 hasn't been paid, right? All right, I see.
If she dies, you won't get it. If she doesn't die, you'll be fine.
Pretty much.
So I think there's a scene. Tail, do you leave the ship at all by your own will?
I don't think she would.
Okay.
Like,
I think
unless she's
yeah.
following somebody, I doubt it.
I think Green comes up to you, and says, "Tail, let's take a walk."
Okay. Do you want to go to the dining room, whatever we call it here?
Shakes his head. Nah, I think I want to show you something. Come with me.
Okay then.
And he covers up like he normally would. He covers you up because you don't have the forethought to do it yourself. And he walks through the hangar bay and through the more populated areas of this station. And as he's walking, he says, "Places like this watch you everywhere you go. Not a step you take isn't seen by AI, by security, by someone. Someone sees every move you make." But
Not good with crowds.
I mean, he turns down an alleyway, and kind of like opens up a maintenance hatch, and goes through, and then pretty quickly you're in the kind of inner workings of the station. He says, down here station watches, but its coverage is sparse. Kids like me made sure of that. He keeps walking, and he. Do you want to roll me a like an insight, I guess, or a notice?
With
maybe charisma. I think this is noticing something about Green.
surprisingly, I have decent charisma.
I know. I was actually amazed when I opened your character sheet to see that.
I have a 15 in charisma, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you see it, right? He knows where he's going. This isn't a random walk. He isn't looking like where he's walking is relatively treacherous. You have pipes and stuff coming out at random angles.
It's literally a maintenance corridor.
Yeah, like he's walking without looking at where he's putting his feet. Like he knows where he is.
Green, have you been here before?
Kind of like looks around. Yeah, I guess you could say that. This is where I grew up, Tail. Home sweet home.
Oh, I never asked.
No one did. And he keeps walking in silence for a little bit. He says, he stops after a short while, and you can see kind of in front of you where he stopped. You can see at the start of like a maintenance kind of ladder going down the side. But looking at in front of you, you see another almost urban sprawl, but this one is more thrown together, a lot more underworld, a lot less clean, a lot less, well made.
The slum.
Yeah. To put it not nicely, but yeah.
Yeah. Favela, but that's.
He says, "This is where people like us grow up, Tail. People who end up with this shit around their neck." And he, like, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but like he's pulled off, whilst he's been down here at some point, he's pulled off the scarf and the covering of the tattoos. And he's got, I've mentioned this before, but he's got like tattoos covering his indentured servitude markings, but you can still see the moving indentured servitude like tattoo. You can still see it moving underneath his more crude
It's like
tattoos
a
that
weird
he's put over the top.
hex
It's
barcode kind of thing.
yeah, it looks weird.
Like
Especially
moving
moving
ink.
underneath
Yeah.
other tattoos. He says, I know you don't really, I don't know, understand, get a lot of this, get people, but this is why we do what we do. He turns to you. This is why sometimes people have to die. You see, some Yansar thug came down this way now, gun in his hand, stood up here and took aim down there, and he moves you closer to the edge if you're not, and like points down there, and he says, "See those kids, those people,
Yeah.
those innocents. If you took aim at them, does he have to die?"
I don't want anyone to die, but if it will hurt others, not yet. Maybe. It's
Hale, these people, they're always hurting others. Look at you. Look at me. Look at Ethan. Did you say that wasn't hurting us?
it was.
So they have to be stopped. No? You just said it. If their continued existence is going to hurt other people, we have to stop them.
But does it mean we have to kill them? Can't we convince? Can't we talk?
There is no way to convince some of these people, Tao. You're a good person. But they're not. They don't think the same way you do. If that Yansar thug was standing here aiming down on that crowd, you wouldn't talk him out of shooting. You know what would? You know what would stop him shooting?
Gun?
You know, it's the only sort of diplomacy some of these people understand. You know why I do what I do?
Why? Because you want to help people. You're a good person.
Sometimes good people gotta do bad things, Tao.
I don't want to do bad things, though. I understand where you're coming from, but it's not me. I can't do that kind of stuff.
He smirks. You know, Tao, I hope you never have to test that. I hope one day there isn't a gun in your hand and someone else pointing a gun at someone you love. I hope you never have to choose between pulling that trigger. But one day you will. One day it'll be me on the other end of that gun. And you'll have to choose between that person killing me or you killing them. Just think on that, okay? Let's go.
I will. Thank you for showing me this.
And he turns and he walks out back to the ship.
Tail awkwardly follows behind a bit further than before.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before we leave station?
Not before we leave.
Not on the station, no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm purposefully not doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. So unless someone shows up, then that's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Gonna
no,
leave.
sweet. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we get up and we depart. We leave the station. Your new passenger on board. I think when she makes to the ship, do you show her a room? Like, does she have her own room or?
Yeah,
Is,
yeah. I'll show her around.
full
the ship.
hospitality, Liam. Come on.
Yeah.
I think we only have
Um,
like 4 staterooms.
I also give her access to the armory.
Which Green still doesn't technically have. He's not on the list for it.
cuts to Green like
Green's room is his
disassembling a
armory.
shotgun in his room or something. Like, like
Somehow there's part of the armory in his room.
Yeah, but there's
We now
there's
have
like
2 armories.
there's like introducing her to Seth, like making her familiar with the ship. Like
yeah, okay.
this is the cantina, that's my room, that's the piloting shits. Like
Yeah.
here's the armory if you need a weapon, and I give her like one of the luxurious rooms if she wants one.
Okay. I think the only noticeable scene before we go into to metaspace is we see the Abaddon reaching the jump point, reaching the point of which you can leave a system. And I think we see a like a Yansar protectorate vessel like hovering relatively close to that jump point. As we approach, as we get closer, I think we get there's like a hail that blips on the like incoming comm panel. Who answers?
Just to be annoying, I feel like Tails there for some reason.
What? Oh God, no.
Comms on screen.
I mean, the comms will go through Herald always. So Herald is
I
always.
feel like Tails at the comm console if
Yeah,
Harold
just-
doesn't get it first.
I mean, yeah, the thing answers so Teo can speak.
Yeah. Hello.
So yeah, a voice from the panel says, "This is the Yansar Protectorate vessel, Eden. I need you to hold your thrust and come about. Prepare to be boarded."
Hi, this is Tail. Why? I'm confused.
Hale, I need you to comply to my instructions, or this
But
ship will be
why?
forced to open fire.
But why?
I mean, he's already said what's gonna happen, unless, yeah. So
You have, okay, I'll tell someone. I just scream out.
I mean, yeah, Harold, you're hearing all this.
yeah, the ship is yours. You can hear everything that's going around it.
What's the ship called?
Our ship, the
So,
Abaddon. Their ship was the Heathen.
The Heathen.
Heathen.
Greetings there,
Religious
Heathen.
heathen.
This is
I don't think it was, but that's better. So they're now the heathen.
I heard Heathen. What did you say?
greeting
Doesn't matter
there,
anymore.
Yansar ship Heathen. This is Abaddon. We need your boarding codes and your warrant, please.
Abaddon, this is heathen. Already been sent. Kill your thrust. Prepare to be boarded.
Checking them now. Do they have warrant?
It's a custom search.
Customs? Miriam, they are attempting to conduct a customs search on us. I think maybe you should go and escort our guest to one of our more discreet rooms.
Well, she's on the ship's manifest as a crew member, right?
I think he means the other guest.
Oh wait, that's true. Yeah, I didn't consider Matt didn't consider that.
I think you mean the other guests we have. You know, the 3 escaped slaves.
Yeah. The only thing I'm looking for now is, all right, Augur, if we comply with this search, what will happen?
Oh dude, I might not be able to do it. I used a lot of points before.
It takes a day or so to get out of the system.
Let me check. if I have any stuff left.
And plus, I think it's per scene for yours, isn't it? Or is it per
Nah,
day?
it's the oracles per day.
Uh,
Probably the same day.
Oh, I've got one left. Oh, you're fucking lucky.
good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what was your exact question? Because Augur does whatever
I
the exact
mean,
phrasing
yeah,
is.
if we obviously the people who need to hide, but if we comply with this search, what will happen?
Yeah, so we're just gonna, because Matt didn't consider that she's on the log, but I assume Tail and Green and Ethan aren't on our logs because they're slaves and therefore illegal.
I mean, yes,
But they're
Yes,
just not
they
part
are
of our
not.
logs.
they're not
Yeah.
part of our logs.
Indentured servants.
Yeah,
Slave,
sorry,
house
indentured
kidnapped.
servants. So I'm assuming, yeah, they're just there's no trace of them on our ship's logs.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, so Augur, we're assuming Augur said like Miriam take, I guess, to the discreet rooms. She meant like Miriam take the slaves, indentured servants to the
Thank you.
smuggler's hold. So the question is being asked, assuming they are in the smuggler's hold, and it's just Miriam, Augur, and the new girl.
Yep.
Yeah. What was it? What happens if we let them do the search?
Assuming we hide the
Yeah.
people who need hiding. What will there be an altercation just off the bat?
Yeah. What's my answer?
No.
No.
Great. Because if so long as they don't try to fuck with us, then sure, let's go. Let's
All
see
is
what
good,
happens.
Miriam. Station did us good.
All right. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah, I mean,
comply with their directive.
Sure. Yeah, you kill your thrust, and the heathen launches a boarding skiff.
Yansar heathen
it-
preparing docking measures.
Yeah, so it there's the clunk as the maglocks engage and the docking tubes connect. The doors open and a man dressed in a Yansar protectorate uniform, flanked by two armed people in assault suits, enter the Abaddon. Who's there to greet them?
Me, and I think the rest of the crew is in the mess hall.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't want to be in the hall.
the man
I mean,
who
you're locked away in the smuggling compartment.
I assume literally locked because you were trying to get out at one point.
Yeah.
the man in the uniform steps forward and he says, Abaddon. That would make you. And do you have your actual name as the ship's registered captain, Miriam?
Yep.
Okay. He
Captain
says,
Santos.
that would make you Captain Miriam Santos, no?
That is correct.
Excellent. My name is Captain. What's it? I don't know.
Santiago.
Santiago. That works. My name is Captain Santiago. I am in charge of the Marines aboard the vessel, and my responsibility is to make sure that no ship passing this jump point is carrying any illegal or illicit cargo not registered with the Yansar or corporate shipping office. Do you have anything to declare that it's not on your manifest?
No, we are a clean ship. We are not transporting any. She like looks around at the cargo room and she says, "We're not transporting anything outside of our manifest."
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that. If that is the case, me and my men will have a quick look around, inspect your manifest, inspect your cargo, say a quick hello to your crew, and then we'll be leaving without any further altercation. Does that sound good to you, Captain?
That sounds excellent. I'm sure if you can stay for tea, my assistant and in the crew will be happy to comply.
I'm afraid we will not be able to, but thank you for your offer. We will be quick. We will keep outside your business, and we will try to be as undisruptive as possible. And
Excellent. Yansar provides excellent service. I'm sure you will be brief.
yeah, and I think the first thing they kind of do is step through into the mess hall to talk to the crew.
Yeah.
Just bet you don't have any stowaways on board.
Yeah, that's very good.
And he quickly checks off the crew against the registered run sheet, which is everyone who should be here is here. That's fine. And then he turns and he says to the two Marines, the protected Marines, he says, "You two inspect the cargo hold and make it quick. I'd like to be back in time for the second rotation."
So that 6 is actually a 5 because it was wrong. So that's actually pretty some bad tea.
I mean, that's for
The guests.
Isharna.
That's for the guests. They just don't drink it.
Oh my god.
That's
so
6
yeah,
is
I mean
also a
this
5.
this captain stays here, and he looks at you, Miriam. He says, "So, where are you headed?"
Well, we got back from Dorn with some cargo. It was a successful run back and forth. I think we go back up.
Back to Dawn and run the same?
Probably.
I heard of some bad business on Dawn.
She shrugs. You know how it is. There's bad, and there's good business all around.
He nods, and like he gives you. You can tell by the tone of his voice and the look he gives you that he's like typical fucking colony backwaters, right? Like that's what he's trying to like convey. Yeah, he's like fucking backwater. Like, of course this shit's gonna happen. It wouldn't happen if the protectorate was involved. It's just like he says, yeah, heard the corporate office was attacked. Corpsec couldn't secure it, and look, you ask me, it's just more argument for why we need the people like me, protectorate. Corpsec can't look after themselves nowadays. The threats against them are getting larger, and we need to protect the interests of loyal and honest business people like yourselves.
Of course. But you know how this goes. With time, I'm sure Yansar will go there.
He nods. With time, now we can only hope. Hopefully bring some order to these backwaters. And then let's make a quick roll to see how observant these Marines are.
I mean, let's first look at the smuggling compartment and what exactly it does. Smuggler's hold. Cargo in the smuggler's hold will never be found on a standard customs inspection.
Cool.
Careful investigation by a suspicious official requires a difficulty 10 notice check.
Yeah, I mean they would have failed the difficulty 10 anyway, but I think you've been doing a good enough job to make them not suspicious, right? I think this is fine. Do you want to roll me luck though, Miriam? They won't discover them because they rolled a 9, but I want to. Yeah, okay.
That's not good.
He says. He stops and he listens for a second, and he says, "Captain, there seems to be some sort of discrepancy here. My ship's AI is telling me that the vocal patterns of the one who answered our comm is not yet responded to us on board the ship. You have other crew on board?"
She looks at the Herald Augur and she says,
Can I hear this?
I mean, you're in the
You're in the room. Yeah,
they're
just the messel speaking.
From the speaker system, Tails' voice is emitted, and it like I mean, it's just some things that
It's a recording.
Hey, what's up? I assume you're talking about me, like, but in a like Tails' speech pattern.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. He says,
my AI is a bit of a joker.
Has
He
dual
laughs.
personalities.
he chuckles. He says, yeah, I know. Mine too. He just wanted me to check it out. Thank you for alleviating its concerns. And he like kind of looks like he's used to being on board a ship with an AI, so he looks for a camera. Human beings feel better if they have something to talk to. So he looks for a camera
wiggles.
somewhere in the room. He finds one. He says, look, I understand, but just to avoid any confusion in the future, if you answer in a particular voice on the comm, just make sure we hear it at least once while we talk to you, okay?
Tails, say I'm sorry. Tails, say I'm sorry. You're muted.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He says, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, you are, you seem to be what you say you are. Everything checks out. This is fine. I don't want any jumpy, new officer to get the wrong conclusion, okay? Look out for you guys. And he nods and he takes a small step back. If you'll excuse me, and you hear him talking to the Marines. He says, "Any of you see anything?" And you kind of hear the muffled negatives report. He says, "Good, okay." And he turns back to you, Captain Santos. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again.
Of course. Say hello
You
to
may-
your AI for me.
I will. He probably hears this. I will. We will reboard our docking shuttle, and as soon as we are clear, you are free to proceed on your next journey. I wish you luck.
Well, I have to leave your protection. It's sadly my lot in life.
He says, I'm sure we can both wish for that protection to be spreading sooner rather than later. All the best, Captain.
All
And
the best.
the Marines rejoin him. They step back through the door to the kind of docking. They board their skiff, and once they're clear,
Miriam, can I come out now?
you're free to leave.
I mean, yeah, you transmit thoughts, and you're like, "Can I come out now?" And she just doesn't reply, or I guess she does allow two-way communication. So she does reply that no, stay in there.
But it's dark in here.
Yeah,
Why didn't
okay.
you go
And
with
then
green?
Before we enter
think-
You go with
psychic
green.
space, go on, Miriam.
Yeah, why didn't you go with green?
Don't know where he is. I can't see.
Next time, go with green.
Green.
what do we see, Olga? For you.
Oh no, I'm just just before we enter psychic space, Olga lets them out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Assuming
so
Miriam doesn't.
they start leaving. They've left, and we let them out.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes.
So is there anything you guys want to do? So we'll do the roll for the travel first, I guess. So if you want to,
I want to
roll
do stuff
navigation
for
for me,
Yes.
you want to roll navigation for me, Miriam.
Yeah, sure. 8.
That works.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So it's gonna take 3 days for your first jump. And I guess we'll roll the next one because this jump isn't gonna take you anywhere. Also, make sure you pay for fuel.
Yep. Paid for
500
fuel.
per.
Let's see.
I'm gonna trust you guys to keep on top of that.
Yeah, I'm on top of that.
Yeah, you're generally pretty good with it, not so. I'm happy to trust
That's
you
the
guys.
ship accountant.
Yeah, I don't know. In every game, he seems to be pretty good at keeping on top.
Even
of
though
that
I'm the
sort of
one
stuff,
currently studying accounting.
Ship credit
Shit, maybe we should make
accounts.
use of your skills.
Legends are difficult, okay?
So, so yeah, that's fuel for one trip, and it goes from here to Odessa, and then over
Yep.
to Galatea afterwards.
Yeah, okay. So I guess you can probably just make it like a double jump if you want. Like it's pretty easy to do. We might as well to kind of speed up the role play. So you want to make one more roll for me?
Yep. And
Nice.
Easy as. Yeah, so I mean you're gonna make it all the way. You have 6 days. Transit time. What do you want to do?
Sometime during the first, like during one of the first jumps, you hear Tail screaming again.
Yeah, so
I mean,
maybe that's
yeah.
when Augur, because I want to do something with Tail, so maybe that's like Augur goes there and tries to help.
Yeah. Go for it. Maybe that's probably the intro to that scene that we see. Yeah, go for it.
All right, yeah. So I it's Tail. Where's Tail?
Right now she is probably in her room.
All right, yeah. So Augur walks in. I think they're just wearing their normal, like flowy black gown.
Not your Marilyn Manson dress.
Nah, not time for that. This isn't fixing time. This is talking time. So it's just standard like plague doctor dress.
I would like to mention your character's dress style or clothing style reminds me of what's his name, Neil something,
Neil
British
something?
comedian.
Don't know.
How did
I
I
don't
forget
know
his
who that
name?
is.
I enjoy him.
I have no idea. Yeah. So
Whatever, go on.
Augur walks in very casually and walks up to
Noel Fillion.
Tail. Is Tail conscious?
Tail's screaming.
Tail, what's wrong?
It's I don't know. Void. Screaming.
Tail,
What?
connect to my mind, our mind.
Takes several minutes and moments before Tail lets before she calms down a bit and looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
Connect to our mind.
Okay. She does so.
Yeah, so like in the mindscape, Augur says,
Just first, can you both roll me mental saving throws?
To see how much I kill Augur again.
All of these mental saving throws.
dude, I've been rolling terrible.
Augur is like shitty rolls.
Augur's really shitty when it comes to connecting to Tail, at least.
Yeah.
I think you
I'll take it.
you Augur, I don't think you catch anything from it. You're going to take a few points of damage.
Sweet.
Tail, I think at some point in this noise, you hear the words very, very clearly and only once. So I don't know. Tail might think it's her imagining it because nothing happens again. It's just one time. You hear the words, "We are watching."
We are watching.
We are watching.
Augur does not hear that.
No.
Augur. Well, hi. What's going on?
You were screaming.
Augur, you're hearing white noise.
Oh. Augur doesn't reply then. It says out loud maybe, "We can't hear you, Tail."
Okay, Tail like just takes a moment to think and go, and she's becoming a bit more coherent as time passes. And after a while, she starts mentally talking to you again properly. It's a bit rougher to understand than it normally would be, but you can understand her after a while. I don't know what happened. It's the void does something to me.
Can I hear it?
You still hear the background white noise, which is not normally there.
Can I hear tail though?
You hear
Oh.
me and the noise at the same time, kind of thing. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
okay.
light background hum.
Are you feeling better? Or less screamy?
It's clearing. I don't understand it. It only happens on the ship when we move.
Would you like to understand
Where are
more?
we?
Oh, we're in space. We left Sol System a couple days ago.
Oh, I remember now. It's difficult to concentrate, but if you want, we can try understand again. Last time didn't go so well for you.
It didn't hurt you though, did it?
No, but you broke.
We can live
I
with
specifically remember you literally dying.
Yeah. that. We can live with that.
If you break again, can we fix you?
That is a question for another time.
If you insist, I will try again. The void. It's loud, very loud.
Can I transmit the white noise to Tail? Like
That's what
that
Tail
sound?
already hears.
Yeah, no, but Olga doesn't know that.
If you want to try, you can.
Can I do that, Liam?
Why not?
Another mental save.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's just Olga repeating the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hear this. We haven't heard this before.
It's what I
You know what
always
it
hear,
is?
but it's what I always hear when I'm in here. Except when the void speaks to me, it becomes clear. But other times it's that. I heard when we connected. I heard a voice. Not from you, not from me, not from the passenger, not from anyone I know. I think. Did I recognize the voice?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not from anybody I know.
The void speaks to you.
Yes, the void. It speaks to me. It's how I see what will happen.
What did the maelstrom say?
It told me we are watching.
We? Who's we?
We are watching. First, I thought it was you, but it wasn't. It sounded different. I don't know.
Would you like to go looking for them?
Yes, I do.
All
They
right.
may know more
So,
about what's wrong with me.
well, let's try it then. What we did last time.
This will be interesting. Last time didn't end well.
It will be okay. Potentially.
Potentially.
I don't remember what we did last time, but I know it wasn't using any of our actual powers. I think I just dumped a bunch.
I have a new power now, though.
Oh. Okay.
Let me actually put it on the thing because I forgot to do that. Find what it's called quickly.
What did you grab?
I took mind tracing.
What does that do?
It does this.
I actually don't know.
The
Trace back the
Metasaurus
use
can
of-
trace the. Ooh.
The Metasiphon can trace back the use of the. That's worded poorly there. Can trace back the use of the psionic power. They've noticed in their presence.
Oh, so like a
The
psychic
scene.
intuition.
Yeah, it's literally
They
the thing
can
where you
see
trace.
and hear the sense of the user of a psychic power. Into awareness of the location, treating them as a visible target for the purpose of their own abilities. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
If it helps, I will commit my mind power to this.
Yeah, I think you both have to commit an effort.
Mind powers activate.
What are you tracing?
I am tracing the voice.
Yeah, cool. So what experience do you have with this power? What would you normally expect to see?
This is
or
really the
sense, or
first
how does
time
it
she's
normally
ever really used it. But the way she sees it is physically, it is the voice of the void telling her what is there. Like, not exactly telling her, but more of showing her through the eyes of the void.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so your
If that
eyes
makes
roll back.
sense.
You become like this black.
Yeah.
My eyes turn pitch black, and I just start like being able to see in like weird void color.
Okay. I think you see flashes of random color and distortion and noise, like visual noise, like static, but in various different colors. And then I think you take 17 points of damage.
I get knocked out.
What the fuck?
Can we split the damage between us?
No. Tail takes. You don't see any of this, Harold. Tail takes 17 points of damage.
The way I imagine this is, I see the Eye of
collapses,
Sauron and then
convulses.
collapse. That's all I picture in that scene.
But with a lot more color.
I see the rainbow Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, and Tail collapses. Like, I think blood starts running from her ear.
Oh, and her eyes probably like, oh god.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
her
for
eye,
sure.
her eyes. She's
For
like
sure.
crying blood.
You're stable, Tail. Like, you're not dying.
Yeah.
You're stable at 0.
I
but you are at
knew
0.
that.
Yeah.
Like, she's basically having a mini seizure.
What do you do, Harold?
I think Olga's just staring in
You're
shock.
muted, Matt.
You're
Oh,
muted.
there you go.
Yeah, Olga's just staring in shock. And then yeah. Tail? Tail, what's wrong? Is the connection in the mind gone?
Yeah.
When I
the
go
fuzz-
unconscious, I lose all mental
Yeah.
things.
Is the fuzziness still there?
No, you don't hear or sense anything.
The second I go unconscious, the fuzziness
Yeah.
disappears from you.
Everything.
Yeah. Ethan, come to Tails' room now.
You say that over like a loudspeaker.
In his room, like wherever he is.
Okay. Yep. From behind, do you see everything? You see, like, do you have access to cameras and stuff whilst you're just walking around?
No, let's say no.
Probably not
Yeah.
while he's in psychic mode.
Yeah. So I think from
Olga's
behind
not
you,
that kind of AI.
you hear Ethan saying, "Sorry, excuse me," and then he steps into the room. You trying to look at him, or you just still looking at Tail?
Yeah.
You trying
His
to look
head
at him, or
turns 180.
Wait.
yeah?
Describe that again.
Yes.
Do you turn to look at Ethan, or are you still
So
paying attention to me?
Ethan, you hear Ethan like approaching the room, and then as he enters, sorry, excuse me, and then he enters the room. Do you turn to look at him, or do you just keep looking at Tail?
Yeah,
Not
I
that
think
hard
Olga's
of a
just,
question.
yeah, but like no. I think Olga's just fixated on Tail. Like doesn't
Yeah,
like, is
okay.
kind of freaked out.
Ethan like kind of runs forward to Tail and said, "What did you do?"
He's not well. Can you help? He's not dying. We don't think.
No. Do you have some sort of med bay?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm 90% sure we have a med bay.
I mean, we don't have.
There's like
Medic-
some
You've
Oh,
basic
we
extended.
actually don't-
you've-
Yeah, we have
We don't
extended
have the
life
med bay
support.
fitting, but we have life support.
yeah, I'll give you like basic medical capabilities from the life support.
Yeah. Because I'm feeling
Yeah,
sure there's
I
an
mean-
actual med bay fitting.
It says, okay, we need to help me carry
No, there
her.
actually isn't.
I mean, I imagine there would be some basic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have luxury stuff, so yeah.
That's like cabins, though.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the fittings. There's no actual specific med bay, so I assume it's
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah, there is an extended med bay, but it does say all ships are equipped with basic medical
Cool.
facilities.
That's
Yeah, I
all
think
we
the
got.
extended med bay be like
So yeah,
auto dock
it
kind of shit.
says
Yeah, extended thing is like an
Help-
improvement, it's like a surgery.
yeah.
now.
He says help me carry her.
Oh, yeah, okay. Helps lift.
Is convulsing.
Yeah, and then they carry you through the ship and into the med bay and put Tail down on the bed, like hook up all the monitors and shit. And she's stable, but unconscious. And Ethan turns to you and says, "What'd you do?"
We tried to find them. Think she found
Them?
Them. The void? The maelstrom. Perhaps. We don't know. Spoke to her.
I think you need to stop doing this before you kill her. She doesn't look good.
She's strong. She'll be fine.
Okay.
The maelstrom. It chose her.
How long does it
Just
take
wa-
to regain?
Just
hit
wait
points?
till I get telekinetic blast. That'll be fun. Now, Matt,
Hmm.
imagine if the same thing happened, but I had telekinetic blast. That would have gone off.
What does telekinetic blast do?
10d6.
Well, it's a save attached to it, so it's not so worse. It's not the best.
Why would? Okay, I don't like that.
Okay, so 10 minutes later, you regain a hit point and consciousness fail.
Tail.
Happened.
What did you see? Are you all right?
What? Who? What? Where am I?
We're in the med bay. We were in your room. We tried to find who they were.
Wink.
Liam.
The ones you said were watching.
I used power. I saw lights, colors. I don't know. It hurt. Hurt so bad. My brain.
You want to try again?
No. No,
You can
no,
use
no,
me.
No.
Use me as the conduit. For us. Don't have it on you. If something goes wrong, it's only our body.
Will that even work? I don't.
We'll ask the question. So if it backfires on us, not you. We didn't mean
If
for
you
you to
want-
get hurt.
I need a rest. I don't feel up to it. I don't. No, not right now. Sorry. She's really confused more so than normal.
Oh,
But she's
okay.
confused in a different way than normal, if that makes sense. Like she's
Now I'm confused.
she's not socially confused, she's physically confused.
Maybe you should
Socially
spend the night in
cast.
here. Just
Ac-
in case.
I think that would be for the best. We can try again later, but not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Ethan is trying to get you out of the room. Olga.
Yeah.
Pick up Tail from the bed.
Yeah.
Go away,
He's like,
go
"Wait,
away.
you should leave. I think she needs to rest." And then, like, as you're leaving, as you're at the door, he says, "Where did our guest go?"
I mean, I've been keeping her company ever since she got on board, so who knows?
She was
have
gone
you?
for a little bit there.
She was
She
gone.
asked you. She asked you, Harold. Where did he asked you where did she go?
What do you mean? Where did she go?
She was watching at
Passenger.
the door when I arrived. But she was gone
Ooh.
and carried her out.
We're in the guest's room or wherever she is. She hears a voice that says, well, "We need to talk."
So you basically scan the ship, try to find her.
Yeah, like Olga ignores Ethan.
Yeah, I mean,
goes up to a
she's in
control
her
panel
quarters.
and just
In her quarters.
She's where?
In her quarters.
Yeah, I mean
That we're
Olga
giving
goes
to her.
there. Disregarding
Okay.
Ethan completely.
Yep. You go, and she's probably just seated on her bed.
How does it speak to you?
How does what speak to me?
The maelstrom.
Doesn't.
It chose you. Like it chose me, us, and Tail. It does speak to you. Maybe not with words, but it does speak.
She disappears. And you hear someone behind you. I can move.
That is fascinating. Can you do anything else?
Is your friend hurt?
She'll be okay. She's stronger. Stronger than they think she is.
Okay.
Can I try something? Can we try something?
That depends on what it is.
I want to poke the maelstrom again.
I love how that's become the term for it now.
Well, what happened to her happened to you.
We hope not, but it won't happen to you. We promise.
I don't think I want you inside my head. But
We
I can
can't do-
watch while you do whatever you want to do.
We can't do what Tail does. We can't get inside heads.
Neither
We can only
I.
ask questions. We have an idea, though. Could you take us with you when you move?
Yes.
Olga holds out their hand.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she grabs it.
When
And,
we say now,
When we
Yeah. When we say now, you teleport.
okay, in that instant, I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Like as we're traversing through the maelstrom.
Yep.
Can I just dump a fuck ton of psychic points into like reaching out?
Reaches out.
Reaches out.
Reaches out.
Reaches out.
And your mind disintegrates.
she just lands on in the mess hall, and Augur is just dead.
Like
Yeah,
Olga's,
I mean, you
Olga's
can.
idea is like they're in the maelstrom, they're physically traveling through it. When she's taking them through the maelstrom in this teleporty way, Olga assumes they're closer to the maelstrom, so they just want to dump their psychic potential, like just feel the web of time.
What are you searching for?
They want to look at her future or past, like the passengers. They just want to look at her, like her web of time.
Oh well, I suppose that works.
Like I don't have a power for this, but I'd
Uh,
happily dump as many points as
this-
you want into this as you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all your points, and it will probably max out your strain.
Yep. Yeah. So I want to look at her past, her future, her present, just like her web of time. So
You
like
just
sure.
ask her? Question mark.
so 6 points of effort,
Yeah, and max out your strain.
max strain.
When you get max strain, you get knocked out.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's going to be
Um,
great for the ship.
Yeah, okay. So you see her, like her branching is like a tree, right? And it branches. There's many branches, and that culminates down to a single point, and then it branches back out again, right? So you see possibilities, right? You see infinitesimal
infinity.
possibilities. Yeah, anything you can imagine is there. And yeah, you're seeing a tree that starts from every possibility all the way through to the present point, which is the singular point, and then branching again to infinitesimalism.
Okay. So Olga sees time itself.
Her time.
Like it sees her entire history, everything that it has been, everything that it could have been, everything that it is,
Everything that
was,
it could be.
everything that it could be, not her past.
Making like figuring out what actually has happened is difficult, especially the further back you go or the further forward you go.
So yeah, so I see just her future, like every future.
Every single possibility.
And
But
your brain explodes.
pinpointing any single one. Yeah, like the overload of information is what maxes your system
Yeah.
strain, right?
Okay.
Pinpointing any particular one of those and figuring out which one is actually her past and future, kind of impossible.
But no,
you
they're all her past and future.
yeah, they're all possibilities. You blink back into reality and collapse to the floor.
Worth it.
um,
So I think I have a question. Actually, can I spend processing to ask like actual questions?
sure, you can have one question.
One. So, do you want me to? How many
Yeah.
processing do you want me to commit? One.
Probably one. Yeah, just one.
I think that would count as a burn.
You're just piling on the fucking.
I'll commit more if I can get more information out of this question. Just one question.
you get one.
Okay.
So wait, you're burning?
No.
do you
This
have
is
left?
This is AI stuff.
This is AI
Okay.
stuff.
Alright.
Query data.
Does it have to be a question about her, or can it be a question about the experience of the
It's
scene?
a question
time?
about what you
Huh.
see, I believe.
Or, I mean, yeah, you can ask about what you see.
Yeah, you're querying the data. You're just gathering all of the data. Oh my god.
So, Olga wants
I
to
think
know
real life
if,
map broke as well.
if there's I don't know how to phrase this. This is why I'm talking it out. Olga wants to know if there is one timeline happening right now, or if they are stacked. Like if there are multiple, like parallel universe theory, like that thing.
You
Like, is
ask if
that
the
happening?
multiverse exists.
No, so not the multiverse, but like, is there one instance of time happening now, or are there is every single possibility of what could happen? What if is every single
There
possibility?
is
of what
Okay,
could be
to answer
happening
your
right
question,
now. Happening right
I know what you're asking.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a single point, which is now. This massive branching tree system only exists in the future or the past. What is now is a single dot. It's the only point where everything comes to one dot.
Holy shit. Okay. Cool. So now is
So instead
always
of like
now.
a web, it looks kind of like wings or something.
Or tree, right? You have the root
Yeah.
system, which is the past, and the branches, which is the
Oh
future.
yeah. The trunk is now.
Yeah, with a singular point, which is now.
I mean,
then,
that
yeah,
could also
you
look
blink
like
back
a,
into
like a
reality.
funnel.
Yeah, you blink back into reality, and I think she has, like, I think Teo, you see this. There's like a flash and a pop, and your new passenger, Ishtar, is standing there, and there's a clank as Harold like collapses to the floor. She like looks at him and like starts back and says, "I didn't do that."
He does that.
Ethan is also there, and he's just like, "Oh
yeah.
my god."
Do you want me to
Ethan, it happened
put him in a bed?
again. Ethan, it happened again.
And yeah, she's looking at you, Tail. Does he need to be in a bed?
I
Or
don't
will
think
it help?
I don't know what he is. A bed won't help. He needs a mechanic.
How do you regain hit points, Matt? Or
Fuck, I
lose
don't
system
know.
strain, I guess.
I don't like system strain. I do not know. Like, I'm not even.
Let's have a look to see how system strain goes away. It's probably just a time thing, right?
I
Yeah,
think
it's a
system
time
strain
thing.
is time, but I don't.
Depending
think
on what actions you're making, you get them back per day or per hour.
So I think system strain might just be the same for AI and
I
normal people,
imagine so.
because I haven't read
If you're doing
anything
a
about
day
it.
thing, it takes a day to get it back. If you're doing a her scene, it takes an hour.
System strain 32.
Yay, psychic bullshittery. It's the best.
System strain decreases automatically by 1 point after each night of rest.
None of that.
Yeah, I mean, so she, you see Augur like levitate, and then is like placed nicely on a bed.
Aw.
He does that sometimes.
She shakes her head kind of meekly as she leaves. No, I do that, and she leaves.
Why are we all weird?
I love the precedent that psychics are just weird.
Anything else anyone wants to do?
Well, I want to get to know our new passenger.
Sure.
So this.
Yeah, at some point in the 6 days, probably pretty early on. You
Yeah.
sit down. She might be. So I imagine she's in the mess hall. Maybe she's got us on some food. She's
Yeah, I
seated.
imagine there's a mess hall meeting.
Yeah.
And yeah, Miriam sits down next to her and basically like sips from a cup of coffee.
Augur is insulted.
Yeah, Augur
Augur broke the coffee machine, didn't he?
Well, he
What,
tried.
coffee machine? There's no coffee machine.
Ethan fixed it and disconnected it from the system.
We'll go in Allen log, baseball bat.
Every time we go in a port, we buy a new coffee machine, hide it somewhere.
So what do you ask?
What do you do?
Miriam?
What do you do?
What do you mean?
Well, when you're not being transported across space and time, what is it you want to do?
Always
do you
going
want?
across space and time.
That's an interesting question. I worked for my uncle for a while. helped him.
He seems a nice man. He wanted you away from that life. Maybe.
He did. He is nice.
But you lived for your uncle for a while. That is fine. That is proper. You are growing up. But now you are on your own, ostensibly. I have no idea. But clearly, you want to go somewhere. And you want to be someone.
I only, well, I didn't really learn how to use any of this. So I want to. And well, Uncle said there's only really, you can't do that around them. They'll,
They will want
well,
service from you in return.
yeah. But he said that where we're going, there are psychics there that are not, they're independent. He said they might help me.
Well, they might. Have you contact in this community?
No.
So he sent you with me, hoping I would solve everything, eh?
He said it was better than staying where we were.
True. Mars isn't what it used to be.
She doesn't really respond to that.
Are you a musician?
Not really. I tried, but I think every girl goes through a musical phase. At least all of my friends did. I don't think I was very good.
Me neither.
I love that quote.
I don't have hands for creation. I just destroy.
She says, how fucking, all right, how smart's this kid?
7.
Yeah, okay. She says, sometimes destruction can be creation.
Sometimes you must destroy something to build it up, eh?
Sometimes death brings life. You know,
Sometimes.
back in education, they told me that there were plants back on Earth that needed fire, needed to be destroyed to be reborn. That's kind of poetic.
I suppose. I didn't care much for Earth.
Never knew it. Well, no one really did. Not now. Now it's just now it is what it is.
It is what it is. So this is what you want? You want to go to these psychics. You want to grab them by the collar and make them your bitch. Tell them, you must train me.
I just want to learn so I can do what I do, but do it better.
And then what?
I don't know yet. Like I said, sometimes you have to destroy something to build something better.
build something better. That's a beautiful sentiment. Well, I will do you this favor.
He is awaiting the favor.
Oh my god. I'm disappointed in myself. Sometimes you try to do a thing and it just ends up a big mess. I won't make you a mess. I'll make sure you get the training you want.
Thank you. Okay.
You
Cool.
want some orange juice?
Sweet. I like to say I like that the this what we cut out of that conversation. It's more juice. Anything else that you guys want to play out in the
I'd like to do something with
6
Miriam.
days?
Like a couple days after I wake up.
Yeah, when you wake up, it's like in a bed, and they're just like
Maybe it's like the day I wake up and it's just Miriam standing over me scowling.
Ethan has deconstructed one of your arms.
Ogre, this is becoming
Bad
trend.
habit? Oh,
No, a trend. Habits are different.
you wouldn't say that if you saw what we saw.
So, what did you see?
Time?
I saw an eye. I saw rainbows.
Pale saw an eye in rainbows and we saw time.
It sounds so high.
Habits are custom, practice, routine. You work hard, you do it all the time. I do not want you to have a habit of dying on me or, close to.
All right. When you say that, August sits bolt upright. Of course, that would be awful. We have a far better habit. Thank you for reminding us. Come on. We need your help.
You need my help.
Follow me. Follow us.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah, Olga takes you to their room.
Um,
You can come too, Tail.
Does it involve? Does it
No.
involve me?
No.
Okay then.
Yeah, Olga
Oh.
goes to their room. And like takes you over to like a big workbench. Like I think it's probably a big wooden workbench. Again, their room is just cluttered with shit. There's like a massive wooden wardrobe just filled to the brim with random clothes. There's
I should have called the police, an ambulance. Some degree of safety maybe. But here we are.
Nothing is safe.
So at the foot of their bed, I guess they have like a 4-poster bed. Not that they probably use it. At the foot of that bed is like a big wooden, like very ornate looking case.
I imagine sitting on the bed is your charging station.
I think that's what the wardrobe's for. Olga, come on over here.
I'm coming. Where
Yeah.
do I sit down? Do I stand up?
Help me open this. It's heavy, very heavy.
Olga, stop pouring people in your closet.
Why
I
would you
mean,
put-
I'll help you try to unlock it or whatever.
It's just the latch. It's just a very big Yeah, so we open the lid. Inside this very big case are like foam or like felt packing. Like there's three like football sized, like soccer ball sized bronze gold spheres with like just completely smooth spheres placed next to each other in this like in this chest held by felt packing or something. Olga points to them. I forgot about them. Well, not forgot, but they weren't important. Yeah, and they pick up the leftmost one and close the chest again. Walks over to the like big workbench and plops it down. Doesn't have a purpose yet, Miriam.
What do you mean, purpose?
What is this?
Doesn't do anything. Well, it does stuff, but it doesn't know what its purpose is. What its
I don't know
drive
what its
is.
purpose is.
We need to give it a purpose. And we
What?
figured you would be the person to ask about that, Miriam. You know about purpose and drive.
Sure. What does it want?
Doesn't want anything. So I'm gonna. This is a new thing I got as level 4. It's drone command. I'm just got to spend processing. And
Okay.
the sphere, the bronze ornate sphere, in the smooth surface, a bunch of things shift and a bunch of patterns form. Then two ends of it pop out and pops up, and then a bunch of legs come out. It kind of rolls on its back and then flips itself over, and it continues to shift, and gears move, and long spindly legs come out, and it props itself up. After it's finished unveiling itself.
Why do you have a weird spider?
Yeah, it's a like fairly large bronze gear clockwork spider. Like
Just so you know, that rolls literally just see if Tail was scared of spiders or not.
orb weaver spider. Yes, orb weaver spider. It's got a bunch of like weird runes carved into it, or like inscriptions, like symbols.
Why do you have a weird spider?
You know, instead of putting bombs yourself, you could just use this one to put them where you needed them to.
Well, I don't know, Tail, and it can't do that, Miriam. It doesn't have a purpose. We need to give it one.
What do you mean it doesn't have a purpose?
What do you mean it doesn't have a purpose?
Kind of just
You don't have a purpose, do you?
acts like a spider.
Does it... Okay. Is it yours? Does it obey you? Is it an extension of yourself?
We believe so. Yes, you could say that.
So it's a hand. It does carry things for you.
Sure.
Then why do you mean it doesn't have a purpose? It has a purpose. It serves you.
But it can do something more. We can give it more utility, I guess.
I don't know.
Components? Sure.
Olga points over to a massive pile of just random crap. That stuff. We can, well, we, not you, we can add to it. Make it better, but we're not sure what we need.
To be honest, I'm surprised it doesn't have a teapot installed in it.
Why would a spider need a teapot?
Why would a robot need a teapot?
A robot wouldn't need a teapot. That would be ridiculous.
What are you?
So you want me to tell you what the thing does?
I mean, you're good at telling. Yes.
It seems like we need a doctor. Can it do that? Even though I can actually do that, actually. I have medical skill. but I'm always one getting hurt.
Don't think it can be a doctor.
You could put a red cross on it, and it could carry around a medkit.
Okay, so just as a player, like we can just like like what do you want to add to this thing? Like it can be
Like, I don't know what you can do with it is the problem, Matt.
yeah, like it's
It's
whatever.
a drone.
It's a
How
drone.
big is the drone? What type is it?
It's not anything specific yet. Like yeah, I'm just asking like just generally what kind of things do you think you want to like? This is up to Miriam.
Well, my recommendation is to make it do things that you already do very well, like a wireless connection to computing systems, a hacking tool, something to do with programming. Just carry around all of your tools, and when you need it to, it can record stuff, and you can use it to carry around shit. It's fine.
Make it a spy.
Spy. So talkie?
Yeah.
A talkie spider? A spider that talks?
A spider
No.
that does computing, that
Yes.
programs.
But that's talking.
Sure.
Robot talking.
A talking spider. Why not? Then, when you do distraction, on one hand, you do the distraction. On the other, your spider friend is talking to the computer system.
A robot that talks to other robots.
Yes. Perfect.
Sure.
I
That sounds
solved
like
your
something.
problem.
We can do that. It's a good idea.
But
We can-
you'll need it to make a more sneaky spider. It cannot be obvious.
It is quite yellow.
Oh, sorry.
is.
Slight retcon. It's not the size of a football. It's the size of like a baseball. I got that wrong. I apologize. So yeah, they're not. It's not massive, but it's not small.
Yes.
That's pretty
so
sneaky, though.
They're all the same size.
Find
Yeah.
a way to camouflage it. Make it more sneaky. Spiders tend to be, sneaky.
Okay.
Paint it black.
We're not gonna paint it black.
Paint it rainbows.
We're not gonna
Paint
paint
it so it can fly around the ship's hull and nobody would really notice.
So talk to computers, record things, fly around and not be noticed.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay. Good idea. Thank you.
No
Where
problem.
did you even get this thing? It's weird.
They came with. They're part of us. Like Miriam said.
What are you?
He's a weirdo. That's what he is.
We're going to take that for the compliment it is.
I don't think that was a compliment.
Okay, yeah, Liam. So I want to.
Uh,
I have this, which I haven't used yet. It's like it's the Tinker feat, so I can.
Yeah,
add
just so
mods.
you know, Taylor's been a lot more conversational than normal.
That's good to know. So I want to. I don't know. Add stuff to it, like
Yeah, what do you want to add?
com capacities. I'm not in. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually. I didn't think. Yeah, I don't know.
He wants to add the hacking module to it.
Like add wings to it. Add like a way for it to interface with
Matt,
computers.
can you stop attacking the microphone? Please.
But it loves attacking your microphone.
Just nuzzling it. Just nuzzling it out of the way.
So, does
yeah,
this mean no more blowing up, self-destruction, no more psychic exploration, whatever it is?
No, I assume that will happen more.
We will try to be more careful.
Perhaps you should have Ethan nearby, just in case, whenever you do your experiments.
The void doesn't seem to like me when I poke it.
Well, sometimes when you put your hand on a burning stove, it's because, and you take it away because it was painful, it's because the stove was hot. Not because
the-
it didn't like you.
But the void isn't hot. It's loud.
The
You're
void,
surprised. Um,
the
you're
maelstrom
calling it
doesn't.
the void. If you jump into a black hole, you're not coming out. Not the same way.
Well,
You're
It's
gonna
not a
die.
black hole.
We don't know that as well. You might come out the other end. We haven't disproved or proved
Oh.
that yet.
Well, you won't come out the same way. We've proved that. We've
That's
thrown
fair.
things in black holes.
The void isn't a black hole.
The void is everything.
You people are crazy. So long as I have a psychic on board, I'm fine. But
No, the maelstrom is quite literally everything, Miriam.
no,
The void
Yes.
is loud.
Regardless.
you people are crazy. So this is
How
what you
can
want?
nothing be loud?
This is what you want? You want to explore this black hole? This void?
I want to know why it speaks to me and what it wants from me.
Ugh,
It told me that it's watching me.
Well, we are going to a planet with psychics, so I suppose you can ask them. You could, you could ask them.
The last psychic I met was useless. He didn't
Well.
even know my friend was at the door.
Technically, he did.
No, he knew. I knew that he would know, but he didn't know yet.
Okay. Good luck with that. Just make sure, if you are doing this kind of thing, to have someone nearby who can take care of you, because if both of you die, this ship is fucked.
Olga was there.
Augur was unconscious for an entire day.
That was after when he was talking to me.
Right.
Once we're in.
Maybe you should have someone normal nearby, just so that if both of you go crazy and faint at the same time, someone will be there to pick you up, yeah?
But once we're in, you can't go out without trying to go out. You're kind of in until you're out.
But your bodies would be where they were.
We mean the ship. The ship's not just going to pop out of.
No, but if I go out of drive space, I won't get back in because you'd both be disabled.
Oh, that would be terrible for you, yes.
Yes. And if
Then
you make things terrible for me, I might make things terrible for you.
the new girl could do it.
But if we couldn't put you to drive space again, then there's nothing else you could do to us because we wouldn't exist anymore.
I
You
can
would
draw
be
a mustache
trapped
on
in
your
a
body, and I can put you somewhere not unmentionable.
I don't want to go back in the smuggler's hole. It's dark in there.
Well, you should have thought about that before you invaded my ship and decided to hang around.
That was Green's fault.
No. You have
He
more
was-
influence over Green than you know.
He's the one who led me here.
Yes, but you were the one who wanted to get away. Right?
I don't know what I wanted. It's all fuzzy from before.
Well, good luck. And she just, nope, I'm out of this.
GTFOs?
Just walks
Uh,
out.
Yep, I'm going away. I liked your robot thing. I don't like this psychic stuff.
I don't think she likes us.
Miriam?
Yes.
Yeah, she likes us.
You're muted, Liam.
I think that is the perfect line to wrap up this week on.
Yeah, I'll figure out.
Of
Is there any after credit scene? I'll
course,
figure
there
out
is.
what to do to my weird spider robot later.
So
What exactly that means.
the credits roll on yeah, she likes this. and for the observant viewer who has been patient and has waited and who has been disappointed by some weeks where there is not an after credit scene. This week we see one, and what we see is a familiar figure in a matte black form-fitting stealth suit. She has a gun in her hand. She has people beside her in various relatively high-tech war gear. And in front of them, we see a lone executioner. We see, as the camera pans, we see 6, 7 of their team down, sprawled across the landscape. One wounded, the rest dead. We see the executioner probably down on one knee, their weapons kicked aside, and Sandy stepping up towards them, but keeping a far enough distance to as to not and enter the range in which they are dangerous again without their weapons.
Not hand-to-hand range.
Yeah, out of melee range. She says, I'm gonna need you to remove your helmet, friend. And the executioner doesn't say anything. Just kind of looks up at Sandy. We can tell, looking that this person, the executioner, is wounded and badly. I think they've got a hand clutched to their like just below their ribs, and there's a decent amount of blood leaking from the suit. We can see multiple hits and scars from where bullets have hit the armor and bounced off. I think we see an older, like a much older mark across the side of the helmet. We see a gouge at the side of the helmet. And Sandy looks this person up and down and says, "Listen, you fought well. Code 7 of my best. But in the end, there's only one of you. And there's quite a few of us. I'm sorry. I'd really hate to have to be this way, but at least make this honorable. Your helmet?" And the executioner reaches up, unclips their helmet, and removes it. Is there anyone we see? Not. Do you have any executioners in your repertoire that we could see here?
I mean, we see
If
Miriam.
not, I'll just make someone up.
Except it's not Miriam.
Yeah.
She has different eyes.
Yeah, sick. And
Like,
Sandy says,
same jawline and everything, but it's not. It's obvious it's not her.
Yeah, sick. And I think, if Miriam were watching this, she'd recognize the mark across the helmet, right? The gouge across the helmet. It's older, and hey, if Miriam knows this person, maybe that was Miriam's shot that caused it. Sandy kind of shrugs again and says, "Sorry." And cut to black, we hear the bang. And that's the episode.
Damn.
Fun.
Thank you guys for watching and
Oh.
playing.
I love psychic bullshittery.
Far out.
So, who wants to do goals?
Sure, goals.
I'll go first.
Never mind.
The Herald is strange to me. I want to understand what he is. I will get him to open up to me a bit. I didn't really
Olga?
do that.
Leaving this in
Unless
your
Olga.
hands.
We psychically opened up.
Wink.
I don't think intentionally, but I think Olga made it very clear to you that like they weren't super concerned with your like physical health. They just wanted answers. Like
Yeah.
that maybe wasn't clear to Tail before. Like Olga really craves knowledge.
I'll give you one for it.
Woo. My next goal. Green is my oldest friend, but I don't know anything about him. I will try to get him to open up about his past.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a yes.
And finally, the void speaks to me, but I missed much of what it says. I will find somebody to help me understand it, which I'm still working towards.
Yeah, I think you're on the way to that, right? This is these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I can go.
Yeah, that's me.
So this is one of my repeat goals. Tail has been touched by the maelstrom. We will learn more about her connection to it.
You think you did that today?
You learned that
kind
it
of.
hurts.
I think we learned that it was. I mean, like she says them. It's like straight up spoke to her, right? Like I'm not sure that was very clear before.
Yep.
Like I think Olga thinks
I don't
everyone
think
is
you believed
chosen.
her before, right?
Well, I think Olga thinks every single psychic is chosen by the maelstrom, but
Yeah.
the maelstrom doesn't tend to speak to people to that degree. So
Like, Tail's probably the only person who says the void literally speaks to her.
I mean, that is, yeah, but also the fact that, like, it literally spoke to her. Like, she says it
Yeah.
literally spoke to her. Olga has kind of interpreted, like, it speaks to you as, like, metaphorical bullshit. But, like, the void had words for her.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes
In a
sense.
voice I did not recognize.
Second one is our spheres, the spheres. Our spheres do not have a purpose yet. We will discover the potential of one.
Yeah, you
What happened at the end?
you work towards that.
And then I didn't think I was going to get this one at all. I mean, it kind of just popped there. Our new passenger is a curious one. We will learn something about her future or past.
You learned everything.
Yeah.
You learned so much, you fucking almost died.
I learned everything that I can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Now, Matt,
Miriam?
imagine seeing Tails' timeline.
I'm a
We'll get
merchant.
the same, right?
I'm a merchant. I get paid. Make sure we get a new job.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely did that.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 for that, in fact, because you did a bunch of the trading stuff as well to make sure that happens.
Tail is naive. I need to learn about my world. Chart a new course for wherever Tail wants to go.
Yay.
Yeah, and I think you did that as well with the heading towards the psychics.
Yeah. What do you want? Get to know our passenger. What does she want?
Yeah, and I give you that as well.
Sweet.
Is the numbers in my goals correct?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm really enjoying this game so far.
Yeah, this is quite fun. Like every scene I'm enjoying. Like every single scene is just fun to either participate in or listen to.
I just love how weird we've gotten with this game, and we've done it so like we did it so easily as well compared to what we were playing before.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh
like
my
before
god.
we were playing like a serious military kind of thing. Now we're just playing weird shit.
Oh man, this world has been punching holes into shit it doesn't understand. Weird is coming.
Yeah. Just wait till
That's
I summon the Void Eaters.
That's the setting, right? Like the whole thing about the metaspace travel is we have been punching holes into shit we don't understand.
I need to bring attention to the fact that we learned a fundamental principle of the universe today. The present
why
is
did
now.
you make that your goal?
The Void is physically conscious.
But that, but
something
the
else.
present is always now. The past and future are everything. Which is, I'm
Sweet.
assuming not super. Like no one knows that. Maybe. That's groundbreaking shit potentially.
So no, just so you know, next session will be very psychic bullshittery.
Look, man. Sarah just killed my sister, so. Mm,
No, I think what
Next couple sessions will be very interesting to see how this game goes.
we're gonna take you on a journey, Miriam. We're gonna take a psychedelic fuckfest. Well, that came out wrong. But
That came out very wrong.
look,
Miriam,
you guys.
look,
You guys do you.
You basically made a group of people who have never failed an operation before failed twice.
Yeah, but
Now they're
Then-
hunting down your people.
apparently they decided to go to Mars and fuck up some shit. Who knows?
And now they're hunting down the executioners.
Well, really, it's the only group you have visible ties to, right?
Yeah.
Like, in universe, I assume they're a small, but, like, the executioners are a small group, right?
What?
There's
Yeah,
not
like
many
they're,
of
they're
them.
I mean,
size-wise, they're not huge. They're very experienced. They're elite, right? They're
Yeah.
not. They don't have tons, but they're very good at what they do.
They're the
And, like,
Spartans.
This mercenary group is also very, very elite. And the fact that the one executioner took down 7 of them before being taken down, it says something.
So it's literally Spartan versus Spartan.
well, it's more Spartan versus Athenian at this point.
well, no,
Or
it's
ODST.
Spartan, like Spartan 2 versus Spartan 3s or Spartan 5s.
Yeah,
What generation Spartan are they on these days?
Like
four.
the executioners are Master Chiefs, and the other dudes are the new Spartans.
Yeah,
Spartan
Buck
4s.
and Spartan 4s. Yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
Spartan
it's
3s because there was a more of them, but they
No,
were disposable.
Definitely not 3s.
Yeah.
3s are not. 3s aren't strong enough to be compared to the mercenaries. It'd be more 4s.
Okay.
But that's just Halo pedantics we don't need to get into here.
I
And
love Halo lore. It's fun.
yeah, it's
Thank
not.
you.
I love it. It's one of my favorite universes, but it's just not.
I think we're done for the night. Thank you guys very much for playing. Thank you for watching if you watched. We will be back next week, I assume. Same time, same place.
Oh.
Awesome. I can't actually.
I
end the
expected
stream.
them to try to find me and not to go after my organization.
Oh, my mouse is.
Oh well.
Yeah, my mouse is back. Oh, it's gone again. I can't end the stream again.
Yep.
Oh, there it
Thanks
is.
for this.
All right.
City.
See you next time. Peace.
Bye, everyone.